Welcome back to Great Lakes Silver Stacking YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing a tier list of different coins you can get from around the world, as well as some other random coins. This video was inspired by the YouTube channel Silver Forever. I had just watched a video he put up going over his tiered list of his favorite coins. I think he has around 10 coins that he graded or tiered. I have 12. We have a lot of the same coins in our list. However, I took a couple out and added some different ones. This list is going to be a mix between look preference, which is very subjective. I understand it's going to be different from person to person, as well as premium cost and availability. So this is not just going to be based on looks. However, it is going to be heavily influenced on looks. I will be posting links to his YouTube channel and his YouTube video specifically where he ranks his coins. I, again, did add a couple of coins to my list and took out some from his list. As long as you have a Twitter account, you can actually do this yourself. And in his video, he challenged other stackers to use his list to rank their favorite coins. So you can definitely do that. I will also link that in the description as well. So, starting off with the American Silver Eagle. Now, the Type 1 American Silver Eagle is what I have here on the list, but there is a small difference between the Type 1 and the Type 2. For me, the Type 1 is going to be an A tier coin. I love the design. It's a classic. It does it for me. The Type 2, if I had it on this list, but I don't, just because we already have an American Silver Eagle represented, the Type 2 would actually go in the B tier. I'm not a huge fan of the eagle design. I wish they had the entire eagle on the coin and they didn't kind of crop it so that way half of its wing is non-existent. So the American Silver Eagle is going to be in the A tier for me. Depending on the premium, it all just kind of depends. If spot price is around $24, you're probably going to be looking at about $32 a coin, $33 a coin at the time of filming this video. This is actually being recorded on Thanksgiving Eve, so right before Black Friday. So some of the premiums on these are going to be different depending on when you watch this video. But the American Silver Eagle, awesome coin, A tier. Next, we've got the Canadian Silver Maple Leaf. If you've been subscribed to the channel since I started making videos, you'll know that the Canadian coins are what I started the channel with. My first silver purchase ever was a 1988 silver maple, and I believe that's the first year that they made the 1 ounce silver maple. So for me, that is going to be an A tier coin as well. Now, Great Lakes Silver Stacking, it can be inferred that I live in Michigan. So being close to Canada, the Canadian maples are very easy to get along with the American Silver Eagles. And there's actually been times where I've gone to local coin shops and coin shows, and there's more Canadian maple leafs than there are American Silver Eagles. Especially if you go downriver Michigan, like Monroe area, kind of Detroit, lots of Canadian maple leafs. Also, the premiums too on these right now aren't that bad. Silver spot price is $23-24. You can get these guys for about $29 to $31, depending on the year. And the American Silver Eagles also, it's kind of year dependent, but Yeah, definitely a little bit lower premiums on the Canadian stuff. Next, we got the Britannia. I've purchased a few of these. I don't really like the design. However, it does have a extremely low premium. For me, again, this list is mostly influenced by look. I just don't really like the look of the coin. But if you are looking at getting a government-backed coin for relatively cheap, the Britannia is definitely the way to go. Staying on low premium coins, we're going to go with the Krugerrand next. The Krugerrand, again, doesn't really do it for me all that much. I don't really think it's all that great of a coin. In Silver Forever's YouTube video, he said silver is silver, so as long as you're buying it, you're doing the right thing, you're one step ahead of the game. There is no F tier of silver, but for me, the Krugerrand is going to be D tier. It just, again, doesn't really do it for me. But it does have low premiums. I think I saw on AppMex, I want to say it was, they were selling these at like $250 over spot. So the Britannia and the Krugerrands you can get for relatively cheap. I don't really like it all that much. Next, we're going to have the Mexican Libertad. This coin is a beautiful coin. I actually just recently purchased 10 of them. They do have a pretty high premium on them, and that's because they have a limited mintage. I believe the 2016s that I purchased had a mintage of under 205,000 for the entire year. So silver was around $24-25 an ounce, and I think I paid around $50 a coin for these guys. But it is a beautiful coin, and it's definitely something I'm happy I have in my stack, and for that reason, it is going in the B tier. Next, we have another very limited mintage coin that not a lot of people know about. I absolutely love the design, but again, because it's a limited mintage coin, you're going to have a pretty hefty premium, and that's going to be the Ukraine St. Michael, the Archangel coin. Beautiful, beautiful coin. Very, very cool. Low mintage, and because of that, it is going to go in the B tier with the Libertad. Next, we've got the Australian kookaburra. This by far is one of my favorite coins. Every year they change the design up a little bit, and I have not yet seen a kookaburra that I did not think was beautiful. So for that reason, I'm going to put that in the S tier. Premiums are in line with the American Silver Eagles typically, and the Canadian Silver Maples. Beautiful coin. I do not stack this in tubes, however. I like the AppMex direct singles, how they're kind of in their own little packaging. So that's what I do with the kookaburras. American Silver Eagles are in tubes. Canadian Silver Maples are in tubes. This is in a set of 10. This is in a set of 10. I just bought a couple of these, and I have not bought any Krugerrands yet. Next, we have the Chinese pandas. I have not purchased this coin yet. I do not see myself purchasing this coin yet. I like to stick with whole ounce coins and up. So, for example, the Canadian stuff, they have 1 ounce coins, they have 1.5 ounce coins, and they have 2 ounce coins. I will stack those because it is at least 1 whole ounce. And if I remember correctly, the Chinese pandas aren't quite a troy ounce. They're, I believe, 30 grams. And that being said, you are going to be paying a decent premium similar to an American Silver Eagle for less than 1 troy ounce. And so for that, I'm going to put that guy in the D category. The design is pretty cool. However, I don't know. I don't see myself purchasing that coin. Next, we have the Austrian Philharmonic. Very, very low premiums, similar to the Britannias. I don't really like the design, but if it is a coin that you want to stack on the cheap, definitely a solid choice. That's going to go in the C tier. There we go. I don't know why. There we go. C tier coin. Next, we have the Soleimani elephants. This is similar to the kookaburra, where they change the design up every year. I have not yet purchased this coin either. However, them changing up the design gives you the opportunity to get something new every year if you stack it. So some years you may like the design, some years you may not. There have been a couple of designs I've seen that I have not been a fan of in particular, unlike the kookaburra, where pretty much every single year the design is amazing. So this one for me is going to go in the C tier. These next two coins are the kind of oddballs. I did add the St. Michael the Archangel one and the kookaburra one as well from the Silver Forever YouTube video. This is a Star Wars licensed silver round, and this represents all of the official licensed gear. So Star Wars, I know Sonic had one, Disney usually has some, the Avengers, Marvel has some, Harry Potter. I'm just personally not a fan of any of that. I'd rather just get a generic round. I believe you're going to pay somewhere in between a generic round price and a government-backed coin price just because it's a officially licensed product. I don't really care for that, so for me that's going to go in the D tier. However, if you are a big fan of Star Wars or the Marvel movies or Harry Potter or whatever it is, more power to you. I mean, if you like it, you want to spend your money on it, it's whatever. But for me, I personally don't like it. The coolest one I thought I saw was the Beskar silver bars. I believe they were doing 1 ounce and 10 ounce bars during that Star Wars show on Disney Plus with the baby Yoda, Grogu or whatever. The problem with that is the premiums were absolutely insane at the time of spot. I think I was watching the 10 ounce bars and they had to change the price 3 times within a matter of a couple hours because people were buying so many of them. And for example, if spot was $25 an ounce, these 10 ounce silver bars were going for $400 or $450. So for me, it just wasn't worth it. Very cool design. I thought the Beskar was actually a really cool concept, and it looked awesome. But again, it just wasn't worth the premium for me. What's not pictured is the generic rounds, and those are going to be your best bet in terms of cheap 3 9s fine, 4 9s fine, silver. Those would be a C tier, depending on the style or what you were looking for. I like the I think it's the Ashai Freedom rounds or Liberty rounds. Those are pretty cool designs. There's a couple of other United States Mint style designs for the generic rounds, but those would be in a C tier if I had the picture. The last one is going to be a peace dollar, and that's supposed to represent constitutional silver or 90%. 90% silver is a great way to get into silver relatively cheap. If you're stacking silver for a worst case scenario, like you're going to have to use it to buy and barter stuff with it, having a bunch of 90% Roosevelt dimes or Mercury dimes or standing liberties or walking liberties is going to be a lot better than having to cut, a 1 ounce or 10 ounce bar up to pay for something. It's a lot more divisible, so you can barter with it a lot better. I would much rather part ways with 4 or 5 Mercury dimes than have to figure out a way to cut silver rounds or silver bars to pay for something or barter for something. Personally, the peace dollar is my favorite constitutional silver, followed closely by the Benjamin Franklin halves. There is a generic round that is similar to the peace dollar, but it's like the zombie version. I think it's called the RIP, the Rest in Peace dollar. It actually is a pretty cool take on the peace dollar, but that's, again, a generic round that would go in the C tier. But for me, the 90% stuff is going to go in the B tier. So there's my list. You can make whatever list you want if you want to add coins or take coins away. Like I think Silver Forever also had the kangaroo on his list, the Chinese Chiwu Chongwang, I think it's called. I don't think he had that on his list, but you can add that. As long as you have a Twitter account, you can make one of these lists. I will be posting the link to this website in the description below, as well as the link to Silver Forever's YouTube channel and his specific video. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep up with the stacking process, please consider subscribing. Also, please consider giving me a like and share. And be sure to check out the video description below for all of the affiliate links, as well as the link to Silver Forever's YouTube channel. Like always, thanks for watching, and have a great day.